government. Before, people used to say government is far away from us, but now government has come near the everyday person. How? Through such interventions, like he said, the parish development model, where you have at least youth represented on what we call a parish development committee. And this has helped them advocate for what their percentages are. It doesn't stop at that. When you look at health, the health programs that they are, actually even from police no muntu wa bulijjo. They have so well organized group youth into teams, and they have zoned the parishes to make sure that at least they get to know what kind of youth are there, what they do and what they do. However, they have fallen short of one thing, that is, I think, profiling, which us at the grassroots now should provide them with that data on the profiled youth. It seems like an overwhelming job, but I think once, like we are here today, we are at Gugudde, it's a private TV station, and we appreciate. This is already an intervention. So government alone cannot do everything by itself. It needs other stakeholders. It needs other actors, other MDAs have to come in, and we holistically discuss the issue of ghetto youth. I would like to appreciate that before, no other regime or government thought about skilling as a necessity. Actually, when you thought about skilling, was for those who have failed to get formal education. But when you look at countries like Cameroon, it is systematic, right from primary 3, primary 4. Someone must acquire skill either in plumbing. Actually, they do all of them. They do plumbing, they do engineering, electrical wiring, and stuff like that. These skills after Form 4, they hope them to choose their pathways. This has started here in Uganda, and I'm glad that at a grassroots we have had skilling centers where our youth from the ghetto are engaged, they are involved, they are well selected, they are well taken care of, and it is a free service from government. So this education, this skilling, this intervention has for once helped to create so many jobs that they weren't or they wouldn't have been. Some working stories, like one of our boys there in Kamocha, he has a workshop for repairing phones. Then others are into electrical wiring. So this has helped them improve on their socioeconomic stability, but also it has helped government, because they normally end up in crime because they have nothing to do. They are idle, they have a lot of time. So as they sit, they discuss ways and means of how to steal rather than how to work. So with the current intervention of skilling and everything else, they have been able at least to reduce on the crime rate in ghettos. I hope our senior here can testify, because they are kept busy. However, like I've earlier said, these and many more other interventions need to come in place. For instance, the sensitization on health is really, really very important, because when you look at still the prevalence of HIV/AIDS, you'll find 75% of the youth are infected. These range from 18 to 35 as compared to the elderly. So what does that indicator show us? That there is a lot that is taking place in the ghettos that is not accounted for. And it's you and me here and outside here that need to come in and help solve such problems. Otherwise, the biggest challenge of the housing facilities that they are and everything else, I think this would be bare minimum. Because why first of all do they come from rural areas to urban areas? This is certain, of course, they come to look for jobs, they come to look for employment. But also, before we didn't have empowerment programs in the villages. Now they are there. We have seen the people surviving under the 4-acre model system and what they have got. We have seen people surviving under Myoga. They are doing so well in the villages. So why would someone come to the street? Why would someone come to the ghettos of Kampala only to sleep in a tiny room or a decker, and then earns maybe between 3 to 7,000 shillings a day. So I think such interventions have really helped to curb the disparities that there are in the ghettos, though a lot is yet to be done. As enshrined, I think, I don't know if I have a right to speak about the presidential manifesto, the current presidential manifesto. I think most of it speaks about the young people. So this shows the seriousness of the problem. But also when you look at the voters register, still 75% of them are young people between 18 and 35, which is actually, it may be a blessing, but also a threat. And if nothing is done about it, then we may find ourselves not able to answer certain questions. However, summing it up all, the grassroots is the best stop point where to engage the youth from. This English that takes place in corridors, that takes place in hotels, that takes place in those expensive places needs to be cut out, and then people come down to the grassroots. The police should come to the grassroots. Other MDS should come at the grassroots. NSSF should come at the grassroots. Health practitioners should come at the grassroots. From there, we get refined youth. We get all kind of youth, and then we refine ourselves through such interventions. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Madam Asia. Allow us to go in a short break. I prepared that call, but as